From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Howell, first play, going to throw it. He'll find Metcalf, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain, a great start for this offense.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Howell's throw pulled in by Morton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. They'll go play action. Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
A good pickup there, 22. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
2nd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing here, Howell. And his throw here is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howe throwing on third down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try now for Moody. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Moody for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now throwing on first down here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. D. Eskridge, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And that flag accepted.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 45. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He finds some open field here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down and inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And across the trunk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell, eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Howell, another throw on second down. DK Metcalf. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Howell. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Niners 28, Seahawks 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 35. 170 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
23 yards, the final tally. Here's Purdy. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Little bootleg here. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Seahawks 7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to come. There he goes, left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
First down, Howell to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Back to throw, Howell. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Purdy bootlegging it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
One of those guys.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.